Ascension Update, Upgrading to a Multidimensional Operating System. October 4, 2013. I received a somewhat long but very enlightening and powerful message tonight. I started it with a personal channeling about my financial situation, which, as many of you know, has been very challenging lately, and I received what began as a message from my Council of Angels and turned into a message from Source Creator. It's always powerful when this happens. It's only happened a few times. As I bring in the messages, I'm so filled with excitement and energy that I can barely contain myself, and just feel so honored to be bringing in a message like this. I've left in some of the personal elements for continuity, besides I feel like you are all family anyway. Please note it is in stream of consciousness style with very little punctuation. This one flowed out of me like a river. Love, Goldenlight. The lesson is to value yourself. Money is an energy exchange, but as you know, it does not exist in the higher dimensions, just as time does not exist here. You said today time is money. That is a third-dimensional paradigm that time is money. Notice they go hand in hand. As you begin to transcend the third-dimensional mindset, for you are already in the fifth dimension, you just have to upgrade your operating system to view or be or engage with it. Your body and brain are used to being in the third dimension, but your mind or consciousness is now in the fifth dimension. So your brain, which is a physical organ inside your body, we know you know this, but sometimes your brain thinks it's more than that, and your body are in the process of upgrading now. You are moving into and transitioning into the ability to use higher dimensional abilities of telepathy, bilocation, teleportation, and all the higher abilities we have spoken of in the past. All is coming to fruition, including your talents as an artist and higher dimensional telepathic receiver, Goldenlight. Notice your telepathy is increasing. You can hear conversations now that people have had about you. You can hear them because you can tune into the airwaves to pick up their thoughts and words. You can hear people down the street who are having a quiet conversation outside their house. So going back to your brain-body upgrades, this operating system upgrade is occurring now for humans, God-mans, and your body and brain are busy catching up to the higher dimensional frequencies that you are living in now. They are trying to attune with these frequencies. Remember way back when you first started bringing in our messages, we said ascension is simply a harmonizing with the frequencies. Well, this is still true. Many of the light worker community are ahead of most of the Earth population in attuning their mind and consciousness to the higher dimensional frequencies you are living in. It is your old physical carbon-based brains and bodies that are going through a massive upgrade now. See, your operating systems are your mind, body, and spirit, and your carbon-based brains and bodies are all that hold you back now from being fully 100% in the higher dimensions. Your brain refuses to believe that such a thing is possible, even though you've seen many visions of it, including your future parallel life in the fifth dimension, the cities of light, life in the higher dimensions, unlimited prosperity, health, and abundance, ageless bodies, etc. Your brains have been holding on for dear life to tether you to the third dimension because its whole life that is all it has known. Begin to open up a dialogue with your brain. Begin to train your brain to open up to the possibility of living in the higher dimensions, of embodying and embracing your multidimensional being. This experiment in transitioning to the higher dimensions while within the human body is a new one that has never been accomplished before. You are all the pioneers of this ascension experiment. The more you can assimilate the higher frequencies into your brains and bodies, the more you will be in tune with these frequencies and begin to live your life from a multidimensional perspective. We know you had asked for some personal information, but all your questions apply to everyone, and what is occurring for you is occurring for everyone. You see, you are all one. You are a part of me, and this is Source Creator now. You are me and I am you. This grand experiment in ascension while within your bodies is a very new and interesting experience for both you and me. For how would I get to experience myself if it were not for you? Before you there was just me. Before the Earth and all the planets and star systems and galaxies and universes, there was just me and only me. I needed to create, I needed to split apart and individuate so I could know myself and see all the wonders of creation. You are all me. You are all creator beings just like me. As your bodies go through these upgrades, you will come into your creationary powers more and more. You will go from manifestation, taking what seems like forever, old 3D paradigm, to instant manifestation. The star beings which now surround your earth are watching and waiting for your brain-body operating systems to complete their upgrades to a point where you are almost all the way there and living from a multidimensional perspective. You are maturing as a race, my wonderful Earth human race, and it is a wonder and great pleasure to see you, my creations, my reflections of me, coming into being and activating all your higher dimensional abilities. Now some do not wish to participate in this great experiment, some are still asleep, and that is, as it is neither good or bad, it just is. Those of you who are fully aware and fully coming into your higher dimensional awareness are the ones who will be a part of the first contact with the higher dimensional races and who will be the leaders of your new earth of harmony, prosperity, oneness, joyful living, service to all and more, all the higher dimensional concepts that emanate from me. Many of you are starseeds from higher dimensional star systems who came here to this planet at this time to assist with this transition of the human body into resonating with the higher frequencies so that you could create a higher frequency world on this planet Earth. As this channel has spoken of before, this process will coincide with the coming together of the inner and the outer Earth at a time that your brains and bodies have upgraded to be fully functioning in the higher dimensions. Your higher dimensional abilities, things like telepathy, instant manifestation, bilocation, levitation, etc. These abilities will be awakened in your brains and bodies. Your higher dimensional awareness already knows that you are capable of these things. It is just a matter of training your old carbon-based brain and body, to accept these things as being part of its new operating system. It's like the channel. When she upgraded the operating system on her computer recently, she had a difficult time. Her brain had a difficult time first accepting the new operating system, but after a short period of time it became very easy to use and like second nature. This will be happening now for your brains and bodies. They will begin to accept the new operating system that you are existing in. You can help this process along with your intentional awareness, telling your brain and body that it's okay to adjust. It may sound silly, but really it will help speed along the process for all of you. So, Golden Light, going back to your question about financial prosperity, what will be happening is that as you continue with your own process, you will begin to manifest more quickly anything that you think about, so that if you want a couple of big jobs, you can have it, you can manifest easily. It is all your choice and what you focus on and place your attention and awareness on. So choose what you think, say and do carefully, because everything will be manifesting more quickly now for all of you. As far as the rumored reevaluation of currencies, global reset and prosperity programs, this is a collective manifestation. Collective manifestations are a little more challenging than individual manifestations because everyone has to be on the same page, so to speak. The way for you to bring about the reevaluation of currencies and the deliverance of prosperity to your world is to begin to manifest it through both your individual and collective thoughts, words and actions, and to be ever aware of service to all and oneness as opposed to service to self and separation. If a large group of you begin to do this, you will begin to manifest this on a collective, society-wide level. Always your choice, as you are all free will beings. If you wish to bring this into being, then simply create it through your thoughts, words and actions. And so it is done. Higher dimensional manifestations happen very rapidly and quickly, and you are all going into this now. See, you must all be very careful of what you think, say and do. Do not focus on the cabal, do not focus on the mass media news, do not focus on the Federal Reserve, do not focus on the current powers in charge. If you focus on those things, it will assist in their continuing to exist. If you wish to create an alternate reality or a different holographic reality, you must simply think it, feel it, see it, and create it through your loving thoughts, words and actions. Creating a new earth through loving thoughts, words and actions, your new earth in paradise is such a beautiful thing. You have many angels, archangels, ascended masters, star system beings, higher dimensional beings, from other star systems who care so much about your development and ascension. And as you may have heard before from this channel, the Earth is the first in what is a line of dominoes. When the Earth clicks into its higher dimensional resonation, it will trigger a domino effect so that each piece of the domino puzzle falls into place. Namely, other star systems are also going through an upgrade at this time. The Earth is the trigger or catalyst for this entire upgrade throughout the many worlds and universes. Yes, all of creation is now going through an upgrade, and the Earth is the star player in the game. So know that each one of you is a very important piece in this puzzle, and although some of you may not realize it, all that you think, say and do is extremely important in the creation of your new Earth society. So choose your thoughts, words and actions carefully and focus only on that which you wish to create. If you wish for the re-evaluation of currencies, think it, feel it and see it. If you wish for abundance and prosperity for all, think it, feel it and see it, and it will come into being. All is created from thought and intention, and as you raise your frequencies into the higher dimensions, you will create more quickly with thought and intention. The more strongly you feel something, the more it will affect the manifestation of it. So that if you feel something very deeply in your heart and all your being, you then create a strong energy vibration of manifestation. Part of the key to manifestation is using your heart with your mind to create. Your heart plus consciousness and intention equals creation. Your heart is connected to your soul. Your brain does play a part in this as well, but it is more of a follower than a leader. It follows your consciousness. So it is upon you to allow your brain to follow your consciousness now, to sort of bring your brain along for the ride, so to speak. The idea is to get your brain and body on board into propelling your entire being into these higher dimensions, which are actually all around you now and have been for quite some time. Your ascension as Earth human beings and humans is about making this transition while you are still in your original physical bodies, but your bodies will be transforming from carbon to crystalline based. Most of you already know this, you have heard this before, we are simply reiterating it. It is about harmonizing your multidimensional being and your higher self, as well as your brain and body with the higher dimensional frequencies which surround your entire being and your holographic realities. Your holographic realities are in the process of rapidly changing now. This change is being accomplished through the power of collective thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. As more and more of you begin to accelerate your consciousness into the higher dimensional qualities, you then begin the dismantling of the old hologram and the creating of the new one. This is the process that is occurring now for each one of you individually as well as collectively. The ones who are still asleep, and there are many, could possibly hold you all back from creating this new holograph, although this is a situation that is an ongoing, changing, morphing hologram being created and recreated moment by moment. All is in the now. There is no past or future, and as you raise your consciousness, you begin to see this and to live outside of time. Time is a third-dimensional Earth creation, it is not real, so that as you breathe yourself into the higher dimensions you begin to raise yourself out of time. That is why time seems to be accelerating. It is important at this time to enliven and enlighten your minds. This will assist in this process of acceleration. The higher dimensions are a very light-filled world. Now there will be a new human being created that is a combination of your light body and your former carbon-based body. This is the new crystalline human, and it is part of my creation plan. And you all signed up for it before you came into this lifetime. More and more of you will begin to remember this plan. If you're wondering what your soul missions and soul contracts are on this earth in this lifetime, well, many of you have that as your #1 soul contract item. You signed up to participate in the experiment of transitioning from a carbon-based to a crystalline-based human. You will be living in an incredible world of your own creation. In fact, you are already living there now, as time is an illusion. Your homes will be crystalline homes. You will create instantly. You will communicate with telepathy. You will be able to levitate. This is how the pyramids of Egypt were built, by the way, as the beings from other star systems who lived on the earth at that time had the ability to levitate objects. The pyramids were transmitters of higher dimensional energy and powered many cities. Their energy collapsed during the fall of man. Atlantis and Lemuria were also higher dimensional civilizations, and many of you live there, as the channel has brought forth in her other communications. The Agartha beings living in the earth are from Lemuria. They built the inner cities when they knew that the Lemurian civilization was going to be devastated. Their civilization has thrived inside the earth for over 20,000 years. These higher dimensional beings wish to reunite with you when your brains and bodies and consciousness have reached a point in acceleration where you're 80 to 90% transmuted into crystalline light beings. In other words, when you have raised your vibrational frequencies high enough to match theirs. This is also the point at which you will meet your star families or reunite with your star families again. It is the same with these higher dimensional beings of the universe and from other star systems such as Sirius, the Pleiades, Andromeda, Arcturus and other star systems. It is the same, wherein the beings and humans must raise their vibrational frequencies to a high enough level that they can resonate on the same frequency as these higher dimensional beings. It is too much of a risk for them to lower their vibration to yours. This is why you could never see them before. All this is rapidly changing and all will coalesce for you. The most important thing right now is to raise your frequency, train your body, including your brain, to live in the higher dimensions, help your body and brain to accept the higher frequencies, tell them it's okay, remind yourself that you agreed to this plan before you came here. I, your source creator and we of the angelic realm and we all of the higher dimensional star systems and we all of the inner earth and Agarthan network wish to tell you that we monitor your progress often, that we love you most dearly, and that we await your homecoming into these beautiful higher dimensional love-filled and light-filled realms. Channeled by Goldenlight. www.thegoldenlightchannel.com